Hello, everyone. It's Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up. And it is Tuesday night at 8, so it is later with Lori instead of lunch with Lori today. So if you are on, give me a shout out. Let me know that you're here. Hmm. I don't know why this is coming in like this. I bet you can't see me. Hmm. All right, I'm going to log out and come back in, guys. It continues to show as private, and I can see no comments. Oh, I see a thumbs up, so somebody's found me. Um, could you give me a comment or two so I can see if they'll show up? Because right now I can't see comments at all. And my title, of course, isn't there. I don't know what they've changed, but I'm going to try coming in a different way. Maybe if I don't come in through the app to view. Oh my goodness, it's craziness. It's just crazy. There we are. Hello. Hey, Karen Messinger. Good to see you. Hi, Carol. I do remember you, Karen. Okay, you can see my work table. Good, good, good. You all see me. Okay, that's fabulous because whatever it's doing when it first connects me, it shows private and I can't see any comments or anything. So I'm glad you could see me. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. I have two fun Christmas cards for you and just a little bit of housekeeping. The first is that the Last Chance product sale launched today. So lots of good things are out there. I did check earlier this afternoon and I didn't see anything that had sold out yet. So that's always good news, right? Hey, Betty. Oh, good. You got notification. That's awesome. So make sure you shop early if there are things that you want. Again, I cannot guarantee how much inventory is out there. But I do know, as I said, when I checked it earlier tonight, there was not anything showing as sold out at this point. Okay. All right. So, and Corinne, you asked me a question, which I just saw today about the Night Divine dies. There's a 10% discount on those Night Divine dies. So they were 27 and now they're 24.30, I think. So I wanted to get back to you on that. Okay, so shop, shop, shop. Get all those good things that are going to go away that we won't see in the future. And then the other thing that we're going to talk about is the winner of these cards. Okay, so that was the one set. And then this was the other set. And Corinne, you are the winner of these. Yeah, I think that was sold out before the sale started, actually, Corinne, the paper. So yes, that's been gone. That and the trinkets were sold out before the sale started. So let me know which set you want, Corinne. Do you want the fall set or do you want the floral set? And I will do my best. My mailman is down. I spent several hours last night into the early hours of this morning in the ER with my husband, who had 106 temperature. So he is down and I'm trying not to leave him alone for very long. So I don't know if I'll be able to get this out today or not today, tomorrow or not, but I will do my best to get it out by sometime this weekend. How about that? But just let me know if you want the autumn or the floral. Okay. So I have two cards to share with you. And I have to admit, I'm cheating because these were both club cards. One was last month and one was this month. The fall set, you got it. You got it. Okay, so this is the first one that we're going to do. And I have paired the Merriest Trees suite or collection, bundle, whatever you want to call it, with the cute little Beary Cute stamp set. So Merriest Trees, I love this set. I can't remember if we've done anything with this before or not. Here's the stamp set. Love the tree. This is the detail for on the tree. You've got this greeting in a tree shape, and then you can make packages with bows, and you've got ornaments and stars and a tree trunk. And my dies are a mess because, oh, thank you, Karen. Yeah, I was hosting Thanksgiving until now I'm not, obviously, because he will not be, he's got the flu, is what they finally diagnosed him with last night, but it took a lot of tests and a lot of everything else. So this is this die set. Love, love, love. I love the fact that you got 3 sets of ornaments in there. So if you're cutting a lot of ornaments, boom, you can do it very quickly. We've got multiple star shapes, light bursts, whatever you want to call it. Got a basket for your tree. But look at this. This is the thing I love the most. So we have the big long tree, the big tall full-on tree. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 tier. And then we have a 3 tier, right? And then we have a 2 tier, and then we have just the topper. So you can cut each layer out separately if you want to. Hi, Thelma. You can cut smaller trees, larger trees. You can do an assortment, have a whole forest of trees. I absolutely love that. That's one of the coolest things with our dies that I've seen in a little while. So we're going to play with that to cut our 3 tier. Might as well pull that one out, huh? There we go. But yes, as I said, these were club cards. This one was from October. What day is it? Everything's just a little off because he came home yesterday at 9 in the morning from work and he was down. Thank you, Thelma. He was down for the count. But I'm pumping him full of ibuprofen and vitamin C. And if you know anything about essential oils, there's an essential oil called Thieves that I am a firm believer in. So I'm making him tea for Thieves and hoping that he recovers sooner than what they believe he will recover. So we'll see. And I am doing my best to stay away from him so I do not get it. I am too, Corinne. Yes, I am very glad that this set is carrying over. This is a good set. Okay, so we're going to grab a piece of scrap white because that's our inside. And we're going to stamp our tree in Old Olive. And this is a large tree, so I tend to take my stamp pad to the tree rather than the tree to the stamp pad. Now, I don't want it to be quite that dark. Hey, Donna. I have that too, echinacea. Yep, and I'm putting the Thieves in the echinacea. I don't know if echinacea is good for the flu, though. Is it good for the flu? I think we're going to do that again because that did not come the way I wanted it to. Let's try re-inking that. Let's clean that. But yes, I had echinacea tea in the cupboard, so he's getting that every couple of hours. He's getting vitamin C every couple of hours. He's taking ibuprofen as he should. His temperature is down. The reason we ended up going to the hospital was at 7:30 when I had checked on him a couple times and he'd been asleep. I thought, I'm going to go check on him again. And he was miserable. And I said, did you take your temperature? And he said, no. So I went and got the thermometer. And he, of course, took it from my hands and he decided he was going to take it. And it registered 106. I said, well, that can't be right. It can't be right. So I took it from him and I took it and it registered 106 and a half. And my first thought was, I need to go call mom and ask her what to do. I can't do that anymore. Darn it. So I looked it up. I Googled it and it said, find medical attention immediately. So we did. It's a great way to spend your Monday night. We're going to line this up in full strength Old Olive now. Isn't that cute? Apparently I re-inked my Old Olive. I've heard that too. And you know what, Corinne? I just might try that. I just might try that. All right. So we are going to take this 3-tier, because that's all we're really looking for is that little section of the tree. And we're going to go ahead and cut this out over on the die cutting machine. We went in with masks on because, of course, I didn't want him to be spreading it. And you just don't know when you're going into the hospital. And I said to the girl when we were finally getting released, she said, do you have any questions? And I said, well, just one. I said, is this mask really doing anything for me at home with him? Or should I just take it off when we're home? And she said, truthfully, she said, you've already been exposed. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. She said, the mask isn't going to help you at this point. So he does put his on when he comes down from the room, and I'm not obviously sleeping in the room with him. How cute is that little tree? I love it. I love it. Okay. And then I brought in the scallop contour dies. Okay, we're going to put that on there. We're going to use the cute little bear. He's so cute. And I'm trying to find my Merry Christmas stamp, because I think I used that particular Merry Christmas on both cards. We're going to ink that up with some Night of Navy. And stamp that across here at the top. I love the font in that Merry Christmas. And then I have some Pebbled Path. And I'm going to stamp the little bear from Beary Cute. Such a cute set. The bear is back in stock. If you missed when it came back in, it is back in stock. I'm going to put him right there. And I already stamped his little hat in Night of Navy and Fussy Cut, because, you know, there's nothing worse than watching me fussy cut. Well, maybe coloring. Pop his little hat on his head. And then, once I know where I want my tree, I'm going to cheat tonight. In club, we actually die cut the trunk. Because why not, right? We got the die cut. Tonight, I'm just going to stamp it on here. I really need to tear my station apart because everything's all wonky. It's time for a reset, I think. All right, so we're going to stamp that right about here in pecan pie. And then we're going to pop our tree right on top of that. Yes, I definitely re-inked my old olive since the time I made that original card, huh? It's always funny when you haven't re-inked in a while and you do, and then you see something, you do the same imagery or whatever. You're like, oh, hello. That's not good. This is going to be our insider card. I don't want to accidentally punch our little bear out of that. So now we're going to do Mama Bear. I think she's Mama Bear. Maybe she's Papa Bear. I don't know, or he's Papa Bear. What do you think? Is he a male bear or a female bear? I'm going to go ahead and put a scarf on him in balmy blue. I agree. I love pecan pie. I really liked cinnamon cider. Pecan pie is, I guess, a close second, right? We didn't get cinnamon cider back, but I do like that pecan pie. All right, I'm lining up my little bear here. And I want to say this, and I know I've said this before, guys, but this happened to me in my first club of the month when we did this card, in that the punch and the bear didn't line up anymore. And the reason for that is if you look at this stamp, it is really open in the center, which they did so we don't get smudges, right? Because we can pick up ink in there and then it smudges the inside of the bear. It doesn't look very good. This bear will tear very easily because I've torn it. This is my torn one. I did buy another set with a whole one. But the problem is when you pull this on and off, it doesn't matter how careful you are, because it's just that thin outline of the bear, it can stretch. The photopolymer can stretch. And if that photopolymer stretches and then you try to line it up in the punch, it doesn't necessarily align. And then I had people sitting here fussy cutting for something that we had a punch for. And it suddenly dawned on me, just kind of squishing, right? So if you've run into that, just kind of squishing a little bit and try lining it up again. It worked for me. So just a heads up with the photopolymer, sometimes that's the situation. But if you get creative, right, you can fix it. All right, let's grab some dimensionals. Hey, Pat. Yes, me too. It's a bummer. It is a bummer. But I'm very glad it wasn't anything worse. He has other health issues, as you know, so I was glad that. I mean, the flu's not fun by any stretch of the imagination, but. Hey, Janine. We're going to pop him. So he's walking in front of the tree and the little bear is behind him. Those little snowflakes are from Regal Reindeer, which I forgot to grab. We can do that quick. We'll just add them up there to fill in that white space, right? This stamp set is a favorite. This was a carryover. We're going to say it's that one. I think it's actually this one. There's two different snowflake sets or stamps in here, so. But it was a favorite when it was released, and I still really love it. And I love these trees in here. And that little bunny, he's very cute. He is very cute. So is everybody's Thanksgiving plan set? You know if you're cooking, you know if you're going. It's all good. And I twist and turn my stamps when I have something like this going on, just to give some interest. There we go. So a few little snowflakes on there. And then this is just going to go right on the card front. I will not be live on Facebook Thursday morning. Just because I'm sure you guys have other things you'll be doing, right? Yes, I hope he does too. They say it takes about 2 weeks to get over this. So he has an excuse for work, which actually they only had work Tuesday and part of Wednesday, I think, this week. So the excuse takes him through the 27th, and I think they go back on the 28th. So the benefit of working for the school district over Thanksgiving and Christmas. Donna's getting ready. Hey, Verna. But he took his temperature tonight and it was down to 98. So that's the lowest we've been. So we're happy with that. Hopefully he will continue to feel better, but he has got zero energy. Zero energy. And then we're just going to put a cute little greeting on the inside with our Knight of Navy. And I think I put, and I put the little bear in there too. Christmas is better together. And that comes from the Beary Cute stamp set. I have a runaway snowflake. It's trying to escape. And I don't want to escape. Grab a block. I'm also popping vitamin C and thieves tea and all of that too, because oh shoot, I wanted to do that in Bobby, didn't I? Yes, I did. If we both go down, we're in trouble. But all right, here we go. Christmas is better together in balmy blue. Yeah, I have a 19-pound turkey defrosting in my refrigerator. Heaven help me. Cute little bear down in the corner. And we're going to pop this on the inside. So here we kind of use the tree as an accessory to our scene, right? Kind of resides in the background with the little bears walking in front of it. Very cute. There is our first project. I love it. Okay. And then we're going to use it as the primary imagery. On this card. So here I combined Merriest Trees, obviously, with St. Nicholas, which I was so sad that this retired because I literally just started playing with this and I absolutely love it. I love these cute little images that you can color, stamp and color, and then they die cut separately. I love the Victorian mailbox, and I love the Santa images. The font, the script on that greeting is so cute. His little gift bag. But these dies, guys, holy cow. Turkey soup, yeah, exactly. Look at these dies. Now they're messy again because I don't have them on the magnetic sheet yet. But of course we have our two Santas. We have this cute little wreath. Here's those little images, the gingerbread man, the candy cane. You can make a chimney. Here's our chimney base. This is our snow. It looks like this. One of the pieces comes out looking like this. So it's snow to go over on top of the chimney. Pretty accent that you can cut in. Of course, holly leaves, brick, everything. The flame for the fireplace, the logs for the fireplace, the stockings. This is adorable. And of course, this is the fireplace that I cut here. So there's the logs, there's the fireplace, here's the stockings. I'm going to show you how to get the white cuffs. Just a really, really fun set. And I am so sorry that it has retired. Thanks, Betty. All right, so here we go. This one has lots of pieces and parts. Sherry cobbler for our card base. And then we brought in a layer of garden green. And then we have a layer of vellum. And I don't know about you guys, but I love the look of vellum when it's embossed. Can you see that? It is so cool back there. So we are going to emboss this. I'm going to line it up. This is the Christmas Tidings embossing folder. So I'm pretty sure that retired as well. Now this is not a 3D folder. So the sandwich is just the platform, the base platform without the thin adapter, a cutting pad, your embossing folder, and then another cutting pad on top. And I tell you the sandwiches every time because as many years as I've been teaching club, I still know that sometimes we just forget, right? That is where I got that. Yes, the St. Nick dies. Oh my goodness, yes, they're fabulous. So this is really cool. As you can see, all that great detail comes out when you emboss vellum, just like that. The trick with vellum is, though, you want to put the adhesive to attach it to the garden green layer behind where you won't see it. So for instance, we're going to put adhesive here and we're going to put adhesive here because our tree and our fireplace will cover that. And you don't need to put every corner down. You just need it to hold in place, right? I will say that seal is less apparent than snail was. I used white for the fireplace. You could use vanilla, but I used white for it. So I can see it a little bit there, not hardly at all over here. This is going to go right onto the card front. And the cool thing about the fireplace is that I use the distressed brick embossing folder on that. And it's just a regular piece of basic white cardstock. When I cut this portion, the pebbled path piece out, not only does it cut it out, but it also embosses it. So I don't know if you can see the detail in there, but that's really cool too. Ideally, you would put adhesive sheet on the back of that before die cutting it, but you know, notice the word ideally. Lori did not. Uh-oh, I think my thingy is plugged. Oh, there we go. It's coming out very slowly. But that's okay, because I don't like big globs of this glue. Just enough to hold it in place. Okay, that'll do. And then we're going to pop that on the embossed basic white. Okay. And then I just have a piece of our Joy of Christmas. Is that the name of the designer series paper? It just went shoom right out of my head. So this is going to get mounted right about here with our fireplace going across, or our mantle, I should say, going across the top. I'm not going to do that yet. I did go ahead and cut the stockings. They all come out in a nice line like this. And we are going to put our white ones on there. So the trick here is, and this is the easiest way to do it because we are not going to have a lot of pieces to deal with. I just took a pair of snips and trimmed off the bottom portion of the stocking below where I thought the cuff would be, right? Just like that. And now I can just mount this to the cherry cobbler stockings and have my white cuffs. Okay, so that's the easiest way to get your two-tone stockings. We'll get rid of that. I did not grab my glasses, so I have my contacts in for the first time. Oh, thanks, Pat. Okay, so we're just going to do a little adhesive. You could use your seal over here on the stockings. I don't know, seeing the white glue on the, there's no glue. Yeah, I think this is plugged. So I'll have to figure that out. I didn't think this got plugged up. Let me grab, see if I have a Tombow close to me. I do not. Let me grab the Tombow. We'll go very gently so we don't get a big glob like that. I'm not even going to worry about the string. It will take care of itself. Well, hello there, Miss Franklin. but I am going to do my best to align those going across. If I could pick them up, it would be very helpful. There we go. Just like that. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry for a beat. I'm going to work on our tree. We're going to go back and get that detailed stamp. This time we're using Garden Green. Are you sick of Christmas cards yet? I hope not. I hope not. Okay. We are going to take some of the gold shimmer. Now, this is no longer available, sadly. This was in the online store. It has sold out. And I'm looking for my tree dies because I know I had them here. And we're going to grab this die cut. So when I saw this die cut, I'm like, I have no idea what that's for. Well, it's actually the garland on the tree. Now, the cool thing about this glimmer paper is that it is adhesive back. But I would recommend if you had got some of this and you're cutting fine detail items out like this, run it through upside down. I don't know why that makes a difference, but it does. So run it through upside down with the backing of the glimmer paper facing up, and it will cut perfectly for you. Watch, I just jinxed myself. It would require that I put the thin die adapter back on the bed too. Do that. And then this. And I did run it forwards and backwards, just once though. Just once. And you can see it's all cut very nicely. It probably will stay in the die. That's okay. This is what we have our take your pick tool for. I know I've actually gotten to the point, like if I'm doing the Freebie Friday or something like that, I make the one that we're going to take the picture of and I'll write the description from. But when I'm doing it, I might as well make a second one because then I will have an extra Christmas card in my stash. Because invariably every year, it doesn't matter how many Christmas cards I do with you all, I still need to go make more Christmas cards. All right, so we have all these cute little layers. And of course, you can either work from the bottom up or the top down. Just hang on to them because they do like to get away. And I don't have a pair of readers here anywhere. So we are playing with fire here. There we go. Pull that off. We got our tree. We get a live tree still. And probably we figured we'd stop after my nephew left when he moved. But we found this tree farm and I love them and they're very reasonable. And they have the most beautiful trees that they literally go in their fields and cut. And I'm like, I don't need to stop. If you're going to cut them for me, I'm good coming and picking them out. So we always go, well, we have, not always, we just started going right before Thanksgiving, the weekend before Thanksgiving, because we seem to get a pretty good selection then. And usually it's the first or second tree they pull out to show me and I'm like, yep, that's the one. That's the one. That went down before I was ready for it too. But now it will sit longer than we anticipated because the plan was to decorate after Thanksgiving, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't. Okay, here's the next one. Nope, that's not the next one. This is the next one. That could be. That could be, Corinne. I did get a lot of projects done today while hubby was sleeping. I've got good things coming in our upcoming lives. I don't know if I got that or not. No, I did not. I certainly did not. Okay. It's a little more challenging when you can't see it. Just going to put a little adhesive down there. I can't seem to get the backing off of that one. And I'll pick it up and bring it over. Just like that. So there's our tree with our garland on it. Meanwhile, our stockings are drying by the fireplace, right? And then I did cut all these cute little ornaments out. Look at all the ornaments. And I got a trick to show you for the star, because we want it to be a little tinted red, right? Why I thought I should try to do this without my we used to do that. We took my nephew. We were the only one in the family that got a live tree because my brother and his wife had allergies, so they couldn't have a live tree. And we had a live tree growing up, but of course, as my dad got older and then after he passed, we just had mom just got an artificial tree. Okay, we're gonna have fun. We're just gonna cheat and put them on like this. If they're gonna be contrary, I will win the war. Trust me. So, and you've got 3 different shapes of ornaments in here, which is kind of cool. You've got the oblong, you've got the circle, and you've got the circle with the point. So I'm mixing and matching. And just kind of space them out. Do a little bit of fresh putty on there. Makes it a little bit easier. Sometimes I can't tell what's the circle and what's the one with the point. When do you decorate your trees? Have you started decorating yet? I feel like every year it gets earlier and earlier. Like we have full-on lights in our neighborhood. It's crazy. This is one blinged out tree, huh? My logs are mixed in here as well. Sometimes that paper comes off so easy, and other times not so much. Yeah, a lot have lights up, yeah. I think we kept the lights for down at Mom's, but I don't know if we're putting them up. I'm a little leery. on the nights that I'm not there to have the lights up, because what if something were to happen and nobody's there? His next wife. Well, hopefully that's not going to happen anytime soon. I don't think Rick would like a fake tree. I think he likes, I think he likes that we go buy it off the lot, if you will, now. But I think he's happy with what we do. All right, that is our last ornament. And that was a little tedious, I understand, but it's so pretty, right? All the bling. Hey, what are you doing? Come off of there. Pull you off, put you down. There we go. So you've got your ornaments hanging. Everything's sticking to me now because of the Tombow, which is why I don't like using it. Okay, we have our ornaments. We're going to go ahead and mount our tree, and then I'll show you the cool trick to do the star. Going to put some dimensionals behind this guy. He's a big tree. He's easily a 9-footer, right? Oh, okay. Christmas Eve. Yeah, we never did that. We always had our tree up early. No presents went under the tree, but we had our tree up early. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the fireplace down. Get that taken care of. We'll put our mantle on with our stockings. That's going to go right across there. And I don't think we did any dimensionals behind that. Oops, don't bend your paper. Okay. We're going to put our logs in our fireplace. I'm just going to add a little Tombow here. And then pick them up and flip them around so they're going the right direction. What would I do without my take your pick tool? I'm telling you, it is one of my favorite products. Okay, so we've got our logs ready to light. We're going to mount our stockings. And here you can do Tombow behind the stocking, or you can add a little bit of seal. Again, I'm not worried about the string, if you will. It just kind of comes along with the stockings. And we're just going to string that from one side of the fireplace to the other. Okay. And then we have this cute little holly, which I believe is back in stock. I know it was sold out. By the way, guys, remember I showed you the new birds and dragonflies embellishments? They are back. They are back. So if you've been waiting for those, you want to grab those sooner rather than later. Again, that is an online exclusive product, and we have no idea when they sell out if they'll be back or not. So, but they are in fact back. I'm going to cheat. I originally did this with Tombow, and it was a pain in the butt. So we're going to lay down some glue dots to mount our holly leaves. Okay. And then I'm going to use my take your pick tool to pull it out. My putty is deciding it does not want to play tonight. I don't know why. Grab a couple holly leaves, just like that. One more glue dot and we'll put our berry there. This is a really quick and easy way to do this. Okay. And there is a ton in here because we did this in all my clubs, And I still have plenty of holly and berries. Okay, so there's that side. We're going to do it again on the right side. Just 2 glue dots. One there. And another one beside it. One there. The holly will cover those. So I'm not worried about glue dot exposure, if you will. Okay. And then once you have the holly down, just grab another one to put under your berry. This was one of those cards when I started it, I couldn't stop. Oh, you're going and you're cooking at someone else's house. That will be stressful, Debbie. Yeah, I thought about doing that for Christmas, but I'm not. I'm not. So that's tough when you're in somebody else's kitchen and you're cooking, especially if you don't know it well. I am doing oysters, but I only have to fry them, so I don't think that'll be too bad. At least I think I'm doing oysters. All right, so we have our holly. Now this one, I put the holly down. Here I put the holly up. You can do it whichever way you like. We're going to do that star. And all I did with that was I mounted it, listen to me. I stuck it down on my ink pad, and I had a ballpoint pen cap that I used in club. I'm going to use the end of my take your pick tool here. And I'm just pouncing that down onto the cherry cobbler ink pad. And then I'll wipe this on my cleaning pad. So I don't get hopefully don't transfer a lot of ink to my hands. And we'll flip this guy up. And there we can see if we have enough. If we don't, just laying back down, give him a little bit more love. Flip him up again. Oh, that looks good. I like that. Now, he is adhesive, right? He has the adhesive sheet behind him. But truthfully here, I think the best thing to do is that glue dot again, which why did I put those away? Oh, I love fried oysters. That was a staple every Christmas. And man, I'm telling you, if we didn't have them, which I don't ever remember not having them, it would have been ugly. We didn't have them a lot of other times, but we always had them at Christmas. Well, you probably know, Corinne, from growing up in the area, a lot of the churches in the area had oyster feeds, right? And my grandmother used to pad hundreds of oysters for those oyster feeds. Okay, so there is the beginning part of our front, or almost the full part. And we're just going to use that Merry Christmas again that we used on the last project. This time we're going to do it in cherry cobbler. And stamp that on that little strip of white. You never heard of fried oysters? Girl, you were missing. You were missing out. Anybody else have fried oysters? More dimensionals on the back of this one. Pop this on our card front with dimensionals. Okay, isn't that pretty? I love it. Look at all the bling. Oh, the bling is great. And then we'll use the greeting from the stamp set that says, hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. We're going to stamp that in the garden green. Oh, not for Christmas. Okay. I do them other times of the year as well, but it is definitely a staple at Christmas dinner, without a doubt. And thank God, thank God that I started patting the oysters for my mom years and years and years ago, because unfortunately, my mother's recipe box disappeared. We don't know if somehow it got mixed in an auction box. So we do not have any of her recipes, and it breaks our hearts. There's so many that we just have no idea. So anyway, okay, so there is our other Merriest Tree Christmas card. That one is for someone very special, right? Oh, Debbie's like turning green over the oysters. And then here is our other one that we did with the little bears in front of the Christmas tree. You don't like them, but your hubby does, Thelma? Yeah, Rick will eat one or two, but he can't keep up with Craig and I. That's my brother. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful, healthy, and safe Thanksgiving. What do I have with the oysters? You mean, what do I put on them? We just put ketchup on them, is all we put on them. But we have our regular turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing. I mean, it's just an addition to the turkey every year at Christmas. Yeah, I love the embossing folder. I love it done on vellum. Try your embossing folders on vellum. It's a really cool technique. The other thing to try once you emboss the vellum is to sand it a little bit. If you have like a nail buffing block or something like that, you can sand the vellum, and that comes out really cool too. All right, guys, be safe. Have a good one. Eat lots of turkey. I'm not having turkey on Thanksgiving. I don't know what I'm having. It might be soup. I'm not sure. But be safe. Enjoy. Thank you all so much for being part of my journey. I love being here with you and sharing a common passion that we all have. So thank you again. I appreciate you, and I wish you and your family a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. I'll see you next Tuesday or Sunday night over on Facebook. Thanks, guys. Bye.